It's in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight. Boop! Oh, afternoon delight. Boo! Testing. Microphone is working. Testing, 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 testing. Alright, we got a functioning microphone. I have no idea why it was not functioning previously. But, moving on. I see the bar moving. Behold, the Magic Arena in all of its glory. Behold, historic ranked. Just to kind of run a quick test, make sure we got some audio coming in. That's a keep, alright. We just gotta draw a land, but it still is a keep. Turn the music down a little bit. I mean, we're alright. I mean, we still probably lose because this is not a competitive deck. Behold, it is not a competitive deck. But you know, let's see what happens. And we got card draw here, but again, we still need another land. Specifically a red land on that one. Uh-oh, uh-oh. The shuffler. It's burning us. It burns. Oh. Sorry for, like, potentially causing a seizure, but it's like, yeah, there should be a land right there. Or there. Or there. Or there. Nope, not a land. How about that? Land. At this point now I just want to see. Like, let them do their thing. It's like, when do we hit our third land? Is it... Because we've had enough draws. Oh, and it's a tap land, of course. So we did hit a third land. How about that? So we started with 2 in hand. They went first. We drew... Ugh. We drew into a modal land, thankfully, on that one. But, I don't care. Like, we lost already by missing the land drop 2 turns in a row. But this is like, alright. Oh, that actually screws us. Because that is the ultimate foil to our mirror match. Anytime a creature enters the battlefield. Whoa, poop! Oh, it goes infinite. I see. They couldn't even let us play those. They just had to keep going. Combo players, am I right? They gotta win. Don't worry, I'm gonna get into a draft here, and we'll do our one draft. And I'll probably only go for an hour or 2. Well, not 2. Probably literally just an hour. But I'll give you the draft first, and then it'll be like an hour 30 or like an hour 20. Because then I gotta do dishes. But welcome, welcome, Caxips. Welcome to another Zorby Devil stream. We got Caxips and we got Action Shin. Action! Shin. I don't expect to pull any viewers away from Hoogland or Seth, but I'm giving it an honest shot here. That people are welcome to stop by and say hello. I do just want to play, like, actually play a game with this deck. At the same time, you're going to keep a 2-lander with Risen Reef in hopes that you draw the 3rd land because it's Risen Reef. This deck runs off of Risen Reef. This kind of sucks. I got 3 lands, but I can't cast any of that red stuff. That's better. Sure. Lovely goblins. Nope. Gladly. Quickly gain a life. Skirky. Skirky Prospector. I was like, I don't care. Sure. I no longer have a clone. Oh no. Since I do have a clone. I gain a life and make a treasure. But now I at least have double red. 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 Triple red. Ironcrag feet. Sure. Whatever. No haste enabler. Okay. I don't care that much. It's like I gain enough life off of tokens. Okay. I choose to keep the non-summoning stick, or the summoning stick. You know what I mean. That one. Yeah, sure. Sure. I'm building my board. Oh. I don't care that much. Like, whatever, man. If you're that determined of a goblin player, which they are. Now, alright, I sack 2 things, and then I sack this, and I can then cast Krenko. He's really overthinking it. Yes. Oh, I mean, I'll block Krenko. There you go. He did it wrong. You need to do it pre-combat. But... oh, boy. I have a Muxus. It doesn't matter. Like, we lost. As soon as we found out our opponent was on goblins, we lost. I needed that to be like an Omnath. Omnath draws cards. So I'm like, would that necessarily be better? Not really. I mean, maybe playing the other Omnath. Really, just playing this as straight elementals is probably better than the shenanigans that I'm trying to do with the dragons. Yeah, that's fine. That's a keep. We're just playing historic ranked here, guys, and then we're gonna go and get in a draft. Does that sound good? Does that Nat Zelly? Welcome to Nat Zelly. But does that sound good? We're gonna do some historic ranked, and then we're gonna play a draft. I just want this to be clipped because it's kind of silly, but not really silly. I mean, it's not competitive. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's fun, it's silly, but it's not competitive. Yeah, they negate each other, so why should I make a food? Sure. Close out of a couple things that I think are slow. Well, it's not necessarily slowing the internet down because I don't think we're necessarily dropping frames, but just good practice. Make a treasure token. Yeah. Get it on the battlefield and say go. Didn't win a flip. 1, 2. 1, 1. Another bastion. Sure. One. Can't cast it, so. I mean, you can potentially get copies, but it's like, let's not and say we did. Those are the clones. So let the clones go in. I mean, if he thinks he can drain me 38 life, I'll let him. We got Glasspool Mimics. I got this guy. Well, alright, you can double up on some triggers here. Oh. Is that translating? I doubt it would. Well. Sorry, Steam is bugging me. Steam will now no longer bug me. I'm gonna go for the guarantee. There we go. Wonderful. I mean, if he just wants to lose creatures for all the triggers, then sure. But again, we're looking at 50 life. Nope, didn't get one. I can do more now that I have some mana. I've had to discard a lot to those. Oh, nice. I'll create a food token. I don't know if that's going to be 50. No, it's not 50. So they didn't kill me. Alright, we just got 6 of them. Turns out when you win more than 6 flips, it crashes the game. But anyway, 1, 2, plus 6, so that's 8 Goldspan Dragons. So 8 times 4 is 32, that's 32 damage, and then we get 8 tokens coming off that treasure, which we could crack for 2. The game crashed, so I'm going to restart the game. But that was pretty cool, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Whoop, boop. There it is. Oh. Yeah, we crashed the game. So we'll go straight into a draft. That was going to be like the winning line, and it was cool, wasn't it? Oh, it may actually let us back into the game, but I think the result is a draw. Because I'm pretty sure the game crashed. Waiting for opponent. What am I waiting on if the game is in progress? Oh, all the treasures just, it couldn't really make the treasures was the issue. It's also reset our avatar, but let's not get into that. I mean, whatever, man. I'm at 22. Alright, the delay is on their end. I was about to restart Arena again. So they get a card, and then they ping us for 2. There's just too many triggers going on here. These are going to have to exile, and then these ping us for a lot. Which I understand, but... I think I'm just going to do Risen Reef into Risen Reef. As my... I mean, yeah, I can clone a Goldspan Dragon and get Goldspan Dragon every turn, but... I'd rather get card draw, especially with all this treasure. We're sitting on... What, 8 of these? We're sitting on 9 treasures. So we have 18 mana plus this 21 mana. So yeah, I cast that for 7. Get the Risen Reef back. Cast the Risen Reef. And then I can cast this for So that's 12, 17. And we still have treasures to burn. So if I wanted to, I could... Well, no, 21. So 21, I can't do that. But I get dang close. But this is where they're going to slow down the game enough to be like, well, this is how you're going to play. Well, I'm going to make sure that you lose. Well, why did you Kaya's Wrath? They should have let me build my board. They didn't have 50 triggers. So why do they think, you know, alright, I have all these tokens off of Hero Precinct, and alright, I got Cruel Celebrant. So he's losing 3 life. Okay. But I was at 50 life. Yeah, Arena's struggling. Let it go. It says it's waiting on the opponent, so it boils down to him. And fine, I'll pass through the turn. Like, I don't want to. I'm trying to cast this. There we go. Auto pay. I mean, we definitely broke Arena. I'm not going to lie about that. I think I'd just take the Risen Reef back and let Arena kind of fix itself. If they draw a Thoughtseize or something, then so be it. We still have 8 damage here, and 12 if you count the Eternal Witness. So I don't care if I'm forced to discard the Risen Reef. I could also copy the Timeless Witness with the Mirror Hall Mimic. So let me get that. I'm going to end the turn because it's struggling. So give it back to them. Let them deal with this. Because we broke Arena. It was just having 6 tokens broke Arena. You know, if you want to swing it in, you can swing it in. But all it does is 3 damage. 2 to me. And then 1 wherever you want to put it. Which could be a 3rd. But 17 is not lethal. So again, I guess it's still broken on their end. I'm clicking around, which doesn't do anything. It probably only makes it worse. But again, that's why I don't know if this is slow play on purpose or... Okay. The writing's on the wall, and we broke Arena, so it's fine. Moving on. But now you know when you rewatch the clip of me playing some ranked historic there, what it takes to break Arena, and it's not much. Goldspan dragons with their ability to make treasure tokens upon attack, and making 6 of them, just crashed Arena like no other. He was basically done to begin with. Again, I stand by what I said earlier. If you have that board state, don't Wrath. Don't Wrath. If you're not in a position to wrath, don't do it. Unless you know you have lethal on the board. So I'm going to take the Creepy Puppeteer because Creepy Puppeteer is actually very good. And turns other things into 4/3s. So, yeah, I think the Creepy Puppeteer is the pick here. We can go blue-red. Pummeler's a good card, but I don't know, we could try blue-red. I mean, there's some good... we could also do red-black if we went that way with the Socialite. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. Yeah, let's try it. You know, I mean, obviously there's a lot to lose, but in this exchange, but it's like, you know, let's take it and just kind of see what happens. Sure. I mean, these are some loose picks, but it's not the loosiest. Certainly not the goosiest. Loosey goosey. It may auto pick the next one. I don't want it to, but it may. Just heads up. Alright. Well, I'm glad that's one of the few times that I can say that I'm glad that people take forever to draft. No, I'm going to take the sharpshooter on that one. That one's not as loose as the other would indicate. Back into Spells Land, though, because again, that favors blue-red spells. That favors blue-red, too. Well, it just favors blue. I shouldn't say it favors blue-red. It favors blue. The color of this pen is royal blue. I'm going to take the Lantern Bear. Sorry. Adjust. Uh-oh. Rutrow. Scattered Thoughts, Syncopate. I think Syncopate is probably the better of those cards. Gosh darn it. Fear of Death. Lightning Wolf. I really hate Daybreak. Whatchamadiggits. Alright, sorry. I mean, the first stream also got off to a rocky start, considering the mic didn't work. So here we are. So there's like 2 minutes out there on YouTube of nothing, because I didn't have a working mic. But I at least caught it and didn't do a full stream, which there is one out there where it's a full stream of no talk and no nothing, because... Oops! That's why. I think the resolution is still off, though. That's not good. I hope not. I hope it fixed itself. Okay. Looks like it fixed itself. Alright. And it had to auto-pick a bride's gown and a toxic scorpion. Not the worst things in the world it could have auto-picked, but not the best considering we've kind of decided to get into these colors. Flash flying. I'm actually fine with taking one of these eventually. Eventually. I mean, it's not the pick right now. The Voltaic Visionary is the pick. But I'm okay with that because it's like, yeah, let's do this. Braid, yes. Braid is a very good card. That's a very good one. And then the other braid too. So double delicious. No, we have 9 creatures, so it's not like we need... I thought we were a little low on our creature count. Now, granted, some of them are kind of stinky creatures. Behold, behold. The behold 1/1. Yeah, when it deals damage, you draw a card, but it is just 1/1. I can exploit and then make my 1/1. You know, I can make something fly and then make it also draw a card. So I mean, we're kind of going to do some battlecruiser magic here, but not the end of the world. No. Actually, oh, damn it. Oh well, that's fine. I mean, it's a card draw spell. And that also benefits us, because that can allow us to put these directly in the yard if we wanted to. So Cruel Witness is fine too. The cool thing about the Draftsmith plugin Oh, that's card draw though. Is, I can be off screen and know when my pick is up because the plugin is still there. Excuse me. Pardon me. I like wolfed down some food before starting the stream. Yeah, we ensured that red was pretty much open for us. Yeah, the Abrade. Second Abrade is probably the pick there. I mean, maybe a little high, but yeah, that's probably fine. Sure. I mean, things that we want to exploit are probably cards that we don't want to exploit. What are the odds that we turn? Well, we're at, yeah. There's a lot to think about here. Definitely, if we, I think more of the spell synergy, to be honest, was in the last set. Because I don't think there's, ooh, lovely. I don't think there's anything with de facto prowess. I mean, not literal prowess. In this, like anytime you cast a spell, you get a thingamabopper. Something happens, you know what I mean? I mean, the Flamebreaker is good, so is that, so is that. Fine. Fine. But definitely need to make a couple cuts. And it's probably going to be like wash away and stuff like that. It's one of those things where it's like, do I? I let it auto pick there, I'm sure. Yeah, it took the lightning wolf. Alright. Then I've got to do what I've got to do. Alright. So it wants me to add those things, take these things out. Yeah, I mean, the Ridge Wolf. Sure. Oops. We're not really running the Ridge Wolf. Yeah, Wash Away seems like an okay cut. Skywarp, Scob, and Pyre Spawn. We don't really want to be cutting things from our yard. That's the downside to this card. But it is a flyer. There's something to be said for that. That can kind of stand in front of a lot of things. And then that I want to exploit for sure. Like, I mean, it's expensive to cast 6 mana and then, like, blow it up, but the 3 damage that you can get off that thing is reasonable. So, I'll run it like that. And, yeah, maybe I want the bounce spell. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know. There's just so many options. When it comes to a lot of these things. Here's a fun fact for you guys. So, I think this is fine. I can cast Lantern Bearer, and then I got the Binding Geist. So if you look at the car market right now, so the car market, I mean, for those of y'all that are paying attention, I know I said we have the same 3 people, so due to the microchip shortage and all that jazz, definitely the car market is crazy, like, and shows no sign of slowing down, and at least until supply can catch up with demand. Nothing to cast anyway for. It's another piercing light, I bet you. Yep. Alright. Well, we have removal too. But it all just boils down to, what next couple cards are on the top of our deck. That's an enchantment. I don't care. Go. Okay. Boop. Yeah, I'm going to discard this island. Boop. And then I'm going to... Sure. The pig is now dead again. We could do it again if we really wanted to be annoying. But they get a card off of it, and that's the downside. So... decline. There's a Method of My Madness on this one, and that's having a removal spell. Lovely. It doesn't see anything. And you've burned through my removal. Yeah, anyway, whether I finished my point or not earlier, the point is just don't buy a car right now. Like, the market's crazy. I was forced to because I need a car to get to work. Like, I can't get to work without a vehicle. So let me get this straight. They had 2 piercing lights and 2 creatures in their hand, and they thought... I'm actually okay with that. But at any rate, yeah, they thought like that was a keepable hand. And they topped something along with this Laid to Rest. And again, it's like, I don't know what those 2 cards are, but it doesn't look particularly promising. I don't need to draw any cards. So long as you're not exiling my graveyard, I can just sit here all day. Because I can exploit to counterspell, and I can syncopate to counterspell. Like, we pretty much had them locked. Through card advantage and whatnot. Sure. I've played against Jasper before. Whatever they play, we can blow it up and then draw a card and hopefully draw into the land that we need to draw. That seems like a waste of... Oh! We got the whole breacher. I was like, that seems kind of like a waste, but... I mean, I'm not going to burn my own Catgeist. I'll just exploit something to it. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, we got like one of the best cards in the game. They milled it. The whole Raid Share horror. uh, oh, take that. Unless they have two, and that would just be insane. Because they're digging, but I don't know what they're digging for when it comes to like ramping, like playing the one enchantment to ramp there. Like they got 6 mana, and it's like, all right, I recognize that you have 6 mana. I have 4 mana. I will cast a spell. That's fine. That's literally me just casting a spell so that I can so that this doesn't flip. I can block. When it flips, I can't block it. But your Fear Death is useless. I mean, it's paid off because clearly, I guess his deck is a mid-range deck. But I mean, if you give me the opportunity to block, I will gladly block and then put it on one of these other creatures. But now they're going to flip. So there's not much I can do about that. Unless I want to just kill my own creature for no reason. I'm doing that just to make sure the damn thing doesn't flip. Decline. Okay. Yeah. $12 damage is a lot, but nope. I mean, I have this Lantern Bearer, which is what... it intrigues me. I can block both. Okay. Pass to blockers. Yes. Cradle of safety? Sure. Counter the spell? And you have nothing? Okay. I played that as safe as I could. It's one of those things where I can't tap this to ping myself right now. Because to shock myself, but is what it does. But yeah, it's like I can't do that. No. That doesn't work. And if he had a Might of the Masses or something, like, we'd have lost anyway. So, like, that was the gamble I was playing. But we lucked out when they milled the Hull Breacher Horde. Big time. It's like, oops, there goes your biggest thing. Sorry. I didn't realize they hadn't, like, made a Hummer since 2009. It's like, wow, Hummer went out of business? It's like, really? I mean, technically they're still in business, but as a result of American military contracts. But, yeah, no, I had no idea. But that's a different kind of Hummer. Probably still a GM engine, just a different Hummer. Well, that's annoying when it dies. Sure, if I can figure out how to. Excuse me. If I can. For one of the few streams where I'm not, like, yawning all the time. And I started by yawning. When it dies, you may exile it and return something to your yard. Okay, so you're going to return the Skull Scob. Presumably here. Sure. Okay. Alright. I can keep flying in for damage, so I don't care how many tutus you make, because I'm just going to burn it right back. Unless you're holding up a Cradle of Safety, I'm holding up an Abrade. That's fine. They tutor up. So it's one of those things where it's like, alright, if you're going to cast to exploit, then you... Or you're just going to cast another Wretched Throng, and I gotta be running you out of them eventually. Cast another Wretched Throng. Okay. That's fine by me. You're living dangerously. I'd rather hold up their braid. I mean, I know that, yeah, to get rid of the Skull Scob. So whatever the Throng, I guess. Go for the shuffle. Sure. Do they have the full play set of Throngs? The most I've ever gotten, the most I've ever gotten in a draft is 3. So, it's like, how many are we talking here? I'm surprised they didn't leave that on the battlefield. But I guess you kind of are like, well, he's gonna burn it anyway. It's like, true. But that's not really a reason to get rid of your exploit enabler. Decline. Why would I turn it? Well, I guess if it was a 4-3, it still is dealing more damage, but one extra point of damage that might make a difference. Which, yes, I have lost on that. Oh, look at us. I'm being boring today, but we're tearing up along. I'm just being distracted is all. Not in the worst way, but not in the best way either, so I totally understand. But I appreciate you guys for sticking around. You know, Caxip's action and Netzeli. And then we got a new viewer. I wonder who that is. Oh no, I'm still showing the same 3, so someone must have come in or phased out or whatever. Technically, what I should have done is played the mountain, but that's assuming they have some like bear that's unbeatable that you'd have to abrade right then and there. That's why I say like that's the way that you should have played it. But it's not a big deal. I have a full hand. Boop. Man. Land Rover LR2 is a nice car, and I nearly bought one. Very nearly bought one. But, I mean, right now, as I struggle financially, it's like, oh, I'm glad I didn't. Which is why please, if you like this channel, and I know I've been boring today, but, oh, frick, I forgot that head haste. Oh, well. Anyway, the point is, I know I've been boring today, but it's like, I try to be as entertaining as possible, and please, you know, I welcome, you know, any donations that I can get. So I greatly appreciate any if you do want to send a donation my way. My PayPal is tanner4@sbcglobal.net, and you know I welcome it. So please do. But I totally understand. You know, you have your life, I have mine. You know, you just enjoy watching the show, and you know I get it. So. Oh, with one other creature. I see. It will go into exile. Yes. I have 3 flyers. You need 6 mana to not cleave. Alright, Binding Ice has been eaten into a Griff Rider. Cool. Well, that was dumb. That was very dumb. Decline. I want to draw that. Whoop! Yeah, you get that 1 cast. But now I'm hitting you for 5. I can't burn you. That much is true. I don't have a burn spell. But you're at 2 life, about to go to 3 life, and you're not going to draw a card off that resistance squad. There you go. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm just not. Not gonna do it. Not gonna let you do it. George W. Bush or George H.W. Bush is coming out. George W. is down here. George H.W. is up here. He's kind of, you know, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. The W is down here. Appreciate the kind introduction. I love America. Yes, George W. Bush. I can feel it. Feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. I might just do a syncopate for whatever 2-drop may follow. Well, whatever 3-drop I should say, because they're on the play. Ooh, playing around the syncopate. Well, well, well. Special, special. Lucky me. Blurp. So long as it's not a Child of Night. Oh, that's bad too. It's very bad. I have to remove that as the issue. And I can't remove the Snarling Wolf now. So it's like, remove one threat without removing the other threat. Ugh. I mean, I'll counter it, but... Gross. Because, yeah, that does nothing. I can't overcome this stupid thing. With the mill trigger on the stack, I mean, sure, but... it doesn't matter. Because now I'm just like, look at me. I can't find anything. Everything just gets bigger. Ugh. Yeah, now with that... that was bad. I should have held up the... I was like, so long as it's not a Child of Night. Oh, or that. The other bomb that takes over the game. But I'm like, alright, on 3 they cast a Snarling Wolf. Well, my overconfidence certainly was my weakness there. Your overconfidence is your weakness. Except that's not Vader who says that. It's Luke who says that. Your overconfidence is your weakness. Your faith in your friends is yours. See? I know. You want this, don't you? Take your Jedi weapon. Strike me down with it. Only then your path to the dark side will be complete. sister. You have a twin sister. If you will not join the dark side, then perhaps she will. No! I don't know, even if you get only one draw off of it, I think I think one draw is better than nothing. Like, yeah, you take 5 back, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Hey! That's a card. I can kind of sort of do something with that. Son of a bee. Well, that's at least a deterrent. We're still taking 5, but it's a pretty good deterrent. Because if you attack, like, alright, I block, I go to 8. Yeah, okay, they're setting themselves up for that. I think I just take the damn 5 then. How about that? That's a card, alright. That one I'll counter. Alright. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with the Lantern Bearer. Draw a card, just because that's what it does. Not bad. Exploit our Lantern Bearer to get that back. And then just get rid of that. Because still, when it comes to attacks, it's like, alright, these are still 3s, and we can just trade our boards, and I take 2, and cool. Yeah. But, like, I can permanently -2 the Spore Wolf, and then it's not an issue. Okay, well, that's bad. Pitch a basic land. Play that. shrink that. Oh, right. I should have abraded. Ruh-roh. I mean, we're on one. We're one snail away from losing. The logic was sound at the time. We can still fade. It doesn't have haste. Yep, you're not trading it off. Alright. Puppeteer is good. It's a rare. But I'd rather hold up this counter spell. I don't know what I can do with it, but I'd rather hold it up. I could counter the ability. But again, from a mill standpoint, it's just better off doing that. I can get something in our graveyard. It still dies on the block, but these are major deterrents. He can't just trample something over us. Yet having Death Touch doesn't matter. What are you doing? Okay. I'm not gonna go for lethal next turn. Like, I know I can. It has to have haste, and a lot of green creatures don't. Oh! Nice. No, it doesn't matter. Nice. The Enter the Battlefield trigger. Oh, man. We had no way of gaining life. We played that one pretty good. Just had no way of gaining life. And took one too many damage. Well, really two, but two too many damage. Watch him play a 1-drop and okay, I was like, gonna make me pay the price for not playing the mountain first. It's draft. Like, I mean, in draft, you're kind of sitting there like, well, what are the odds that my opponent has a 1-drop? There are a decent amount here in Crimson Vow. But with that said, it's like, am I that worried? Not really. Goes into exile, so you don't get the other Wretched Throng that you were thinking about getting. Perhaps that was being a little overly aggressive, but it was just... But there's a method to my madness, and that's getting rid of the... You're not going to block that. And then anything... So, I mean, anytime they target it, they draw a card, but... Alright. You get one card, and that's all I'm letting you have. Declare your blocks. Now it's, alright, I'll exploit, counter. I really don't care about that. So I think that was bait. And even if it wasn't bait, it's still just a 1-1. So it has to step in front of either the 2-2 or the 3-3, and then you get in for 3 damage. That is counterable. That is bait. Insert Mad Max Fury Road meme. No. Not going after that. Thank you. We got up to 5 wins, and I know I wanted to end this when at some point, but anyway. What are we at? We're at an hour 30. Yeah, it's a good time to end the stream. I know, we're basically 1 loss away, and whether we get to 6 or 7 is irrelevant here because, we're gonna, anyway, yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by. Action Shin. Oh no, you're still there. You faded out for a little bit. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Action Shin, Caxips, Nats, Zelly. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. We're Zoibe_Devil on Twitch. And then we're Zoibe_Devil capital MTG on Facebook. I monitor the Facebook actively. And then we are Zoibe_Devil on YouTube. So, thank you very much for watching today's stream. I know it was a little later than usual. You know, we're now like 5 o'clock here on the West Coast, almost. But thank you very much, and I'll catch you tomorrow. So, have a good one. Peace and love.